Hello there, and welcome to Island Speedway here in Muscatine, Iowa. We're here for round number 3 of the 2025 INS15. Let's give a little bit of a tour here of the hobby shop. Come on, let's go inside. Don't mind the U-Haul dollies. They do U-Haul on the side. Bless their heart. Come on in. I'll hold the door for Danny. There we go. Alright, so here we are inside. See, it even welcomes us. That's nice. So we're here inside the hobby shop. Let's have a look around here. So this is their electronic aisle. As you can see, they have a nice assortment of servos, some radio systems. Got batteries, motors. Ooh, glue. I knew I smelled something good. Over here you got oils, you got more batteries. Now, if we walk around this corner, get into the vintage model train stuff. Now this is pretty cool. You know, for you young whippersnappers, you're like, it's old junk. They just move. We got it. More choo-choo train stuff. And what's very interesting about this place is that they actually have a scratch and dent aisle, which I really, really like. So say if you're looking for that vintage 8-scale nitro on-road, holla at your boy, okay? You got some good used stuff. How about for our Duratrax friends? We have some old Maximum STs down here, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Forgot. We got to show this for Keenan. Come on back around. We're going to make a full circle around the YouTube aisle. How about some old Kyosho monster trucks? I think that's an old Clodbuster. We got some Bowlink Legends over here. And we got the Green Bay Packers Barbie Jeep, which is always cool. Got some good rock crawlers. Of course, if you need a servo horn so you can steer your way through life better, you're right here.
I might grab one.
How about for our Patashaw fans? You know, we got the mini rock crawling area. I know Keenan's like, let's see what else. The new Losi Sprint car. I've actually seen these in action. These are actually really, really cool. Got some more hand-me-down stuff at a good price for those wanting to get in, ready to run. Already been broke in, ready to go. Here's my personal favorite. It doesn't come with a blue shell. That's the only problem. As we continue on around, we got some more choo-choo trains. And now we get into more of the mini crawlers. And then for those special choo-choo train folk right here, all kinds of cool toys. Got some bottle rockets. Now we get into the paint aisle. And of course, no hobby shop is complete unless you got your plastic models. Got to have your plastic models. Now some of these cars I can actually afford. So that's a win for me. There's no down payment necessary on those. Let's see, got some more paint. Now of course, when you're really young in the RC hobby and you just can't drive and let me just point you to the aisle. I'm just speechless. Okay, I'm just speechless. Okay. Hot Wheels leading the way. Okay. And then here's one of the coolest things that I like. So obviously this being a carpet track, you got to have your hand-me-down tires. Okay, when you're done with the tires, they have recycling bins all around the track for them to put used tires in. And then you got the bargain bin for those, you know, balling on a budget but still want to practice. You still got some tires that have a little bit of life left in them. So that's good. And then at certain races, you actually have foam off-road tires. That's interesting. Now, as we come along, here is the new tire rack. Got all your assortment JConcepts carpet tires. More JConcepts tires over here. And then here we get into more parts. You got all your assortment. You got your Pro lines. You got your Promotions. You got your Raw Speeds. You got your Hot Race. You even got DE tires in here. All kinds of rims. You have your Traxxas aisle, your Associated aisle. Here's some TLR. Here's some X-Ray, Schumacher, and for you Dirt Oval boys, got some Custom Works GFRP over here. You got every spring, whether it be for your T-Max or your mattress, it's right here. You got your Arma. Oh, I didn't even see this. How about jamming? For those of you who just saw, Honor just released their new X5. So, you know, if you know what jamming is, you're really old and your back probably hurts. Let's see. You got your Axial, of course, Red Cat, which actually, I've come to find out that Red Cat actually has a good selection of crawler stuff, so that's pretty cool. You got your Monster Truck tires. Can't go wrong without your Mini T tires. Got to have those. You got your vintage Trans Am. So, I mean, oh, look at this. An entire aisle right here dedicated to spur gears. How about that? Spur gears, pinion gears, idler gears, your gears is here. You got 48 pitch, 64 pitch, Mod 1. You even got your plastic pinions, or as we call them, slot car spur gears. So that's pretty cool. And then right as you walk in, I didn't even see this because my ADD went nuts. You got all the manuals. So if you don't know the part number, you got a chance to look it up right there. Now, as we move on to... Oh, we got to decide. Look at this stuff. How about this? You got your Star Wars, you got your Power Rangers, you got your Batman, all the superhero stuff. Got some stuff over there. It's really, really cool. Now, here's something you don't see every day inside of a hobby shop. Welcome to comic book heaven. How about this? Comic books everywhere. You got your Marvel, you got your Capcom, you got your Star Wars, you got some anime up front. So, for those of you who are bookworms, comic bookworms, welcome to heaven. And of course, for you, Keenan, Star Wars. Star Wars action figures, Marvel, even you can bring Gene Simmons home if you want. That's cool. Old-fashioned Riddler. Spawn. Who knows what Spawn is? How about the 1996 movie Spawn? Yep, your back hurts too. All right. So let's walk on out. We got one more aisle here in the hobby shop. It's right next door. Because you're thinking, well, we covered parts, we covered gears, we covered tires. What's the one thing you're missing with your car? That's right, bodies. Come on. Here's your body aisle. You got your buggies, you got your monster trucks, you got your stadium trucks, you got your late models, you got your T-Max, you know. 72 CUDA, that's cool. And then, of course, there's more overflow of tires in here. So, yeah, pretty much if you think you need it, you'll find it in here somewhere. So, now that we've seen the majority of the hobby shop, let's go out to the track itself. So as you walk through the main door, we're on the first floor pit area. And they have TVs everywhere. Even the TVs have TVs, okay? That's a good security shot of the track right there. We're going to go this way because there's more to the shop than meets the eye. Currently on practice round number 4, race number 6 about to get underway. So these stairs right here actually lead to the second floor pit area. We'll come back to that in just a second. Seeing Lance is over there. Say hi, Lance. Don't forget, guys, I know he's going to get mad at me for saying this, but tomorrow, June 6th, is his birthday. No apologies. No apologies. All right, so here's some more pit area. This pit area is kind of the overflow for the off-road, but it's also the overflow for the oval. The dirt oval is right through this door. They actually have it closed off at the moment. But they do have a nice, decent-sized dirt oval track out there that also doubles as a figure 8, which is actually pretty cool. There's Miss Sutherland. Got to have snacks and drinks. Now, this is the cool part. Come on in here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
For you rock crawlers, check this out. You got your 10-scale course in the middle. It kind of runs to the outer perimeter. But you also got your 124th crawler course. Check this out. Again, I can feel Keenan is breathing heavy right now. He is so excited. And I think Patishaw might be a little excited at this one. This one's pretty cool. See, I mean, they repurpose everything. They've got bowling balls. They got bowling pins. You got cut-up tennis balls. I mean, not even a vintage car is safe. I mean, look. Old Rustler bodies cut up. A whole Traxxas front end right here. Just climb over it. Tires. That's a 12-scale rim. Yeah. So everything gets recycled here. That's the one thing I commend Mr. Tom, who owns this place, is that no real area of this building is wasted. I mean, maybe there's a little storage over there, but for the most part, pit area everywhere, tracks anywhere. Just every part of this building is being used and has a purpose. And I commend them for that. I really do. All right, so let's go on back. Let's make our way. I am a little out of breath because I've gone up a cup size, so you have to forgive me. There's some more pit area in there. We'll close that door back. There we go. Oh my God, Danny, there's fudgy rounds in there. I'll be back later. Some more pit area in there. Now, obviously, the door is closed off, but let's try and get a shot. Let me see if it's unlocked. Ooh, executive access. Secret squirrel stuff in here. So this is the entrance to the dirt oval. Let's take a look at that. Here you go, Danny. Come on in here. Keenan wouldn't hold the curtains for you. So welcome to the dirt oval track. How about this? Pit area here. Nice dirt oval here. You got a spectator area there. RD area there. But it looks like you could also do figure 8 races. So it being a hobby shop, that'd be a good score for them. All right, so it's very humid in here, so we will depart. Let's make our way to the second floor pit area. Because when I tell you guys that they repurpose this building and make every use of every inch of this building, no lie. Come on, let's go. By the way, Happy Joe's is a really good place to eat. Oh, excuse me.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's make our way upstairs, shall we? Obviously, can't miss the track. Obviously, the off-road track right there. I say off-road. Well, I mean, it's not on the road, it's off the road, so it counts, right? All right, let's go upstairs to the second floor pit area. And we're going to walk all the way across. Come on, Danny, you can do it. And here we are on the second floor pit. Oh, there's Danny. There's the other Danny. All right, so we're on the second floor pit area. You can see the stairs are right here because we're actually so high up that the beams, the original beams of the building are right here. We actually have to climb over, and we can get a good view of everything up here. You see they also have recycling trash cans and tire recycling cans. That's cool. Nate Sutherland sporting the Jesus shoes. That's really cool. I like that. So you got the Shoey boys over here. You got the X-Ray crew over here. And we'll kind of go over to the corner over here so you can kind of see the view that you get when you pit up here. If they have any big celebrations and they want to dump some water on the driver stand's right there, but here's the view from up top. You can watch the racing from your pit area, which I think is pretty cool. All right, let's head on back downstairs there. Daniel Paz. Push this chair in. Whew. I am out of shape, but I still say that round is a shape, so I'm in shape if that's true. All right, so when you exit down this way, you're immediately in the tech/staging area, which is actually pretty cool. It's very, very organized. So here we have the tech area. They have everything pretty well laid out. Your minimum weight, what your battery voltage should be. You go through, you circle on back around. Shout out, whoops. See, I'm already breaking stuff. But anyway, shout out to Walmart. There, I fixed it like an Etch-a-Sketch, never happened. Again, if you don't know what an Etch-a-Sketch is, your back really hurts. Or actually, if you do know, your back hurts. If you don't, you're probably still in diapers. Anyway, can anybody guess what this is? Other than an ADD fanatic. Yep, a Hot Wheels drag strip. That's pretty cool. And then obviously you got your tech area. You got tech shelves here. You got staging area right there. They have individual blocks because, again, on certain carpet tracks, including this one, on their local events, they actually have the option to run foam tires, which means you're allowed to sauce with foam tires. So they have individual areas where you set your car. Man, I'm really out of breath. My gracious, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay. So you have individual areas where you put your cars, sauce them, and then you got a little area right there to kind of wipe them down because no matter what, cars cannot go wet onto the track. Don't say anything. All right. let's make our way over to our area where we are staged for the weekend. So this area also is kind of a overflow spectator area, which is actually pretty cool. Obviously, you got the guard right here for the wall, because you don't want to get, you know, clobbered. Believe me, there are some overachievers that have been clobbered. Hello. All right. So we can see a good view of the driver's stand from here. And then you got the announcer booth over there, Lance doing his thing. And finally, over here, Danny and mine's little kid in the corner area. Got all the TVs and multiple channels we need. Danny's got his ADD being fed over here, so, you know, I hope this is a somewhat of a good tour. I know I'm no Keenan, but I'm trying. Shout out to Danny Pass, shout out to Lance for everything they do. We're going to be here all weekend, boys, and it's only Thursday. Tomorrow we got qualifiers going to start. I believe he said we're going to do 2 practice rounds tomorrow. Then we're going to do 1 seeding round and then 1 qual. Then on Saturday we're going to do qual 2 and qual 3. And finally Sunday is our main event. So make sure you guys stay tuned to JConcepts as well as Elite RC Productions. We're going to bring you everything. Excuse me, we're going to bring you all the action from right here in Iowa. Y'all stay tuned. See y'all later.